Now, listen, you guys, it seems like Messi Lee is out there under fire again because one thing about Messi Lee is that if somebody doesn't give him attention, he will hold a grudge, okay? And we're also going to be talking about Bongo 2 flopping on the charts. Doja Cat was out there dancing to Nicki Minaj, and I'm just like, well, is it time for another era? Because we all know how that goes. Doechii and Katy Perry are also struggling with their song, and we're also going to be talking about Ayra Starr and Nicki Minaj. Glorilla has got some new music, and these are some of the things that we are going to be talking about in this video. Hello tea lovers and welcome to the tea plug. I trust you guys are doing well and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing, and without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So, first of all, let us talk about this fraudulent nation plant. We're talking about Bongo 2. It seems like BTS really did not do what she expected it to do, because you do know that, well, she has a song with BTS and people were like, oh my God, it's going to go #1 and things like that. And people were expecting that, well, she's going to be carried the same way that Jungkook carried Lato the other time. But that seems to not be the case, okay? Because I am looking at the Hot 100 predictions, and it seems like it's nowhere to be found. The song is actually nowhere to be found. So yeah, let me know in the comment section what you think about the girl from Fraudulent Nation. What do you think went wrong with this collaboration with the guy from BTS? Do you think that, well, they're gonna try and make it at least get into the top 20? Because it's the top 20 that I'm looking at and I don't see her. And yeah, but then one thing I've noticed about these chart predictions, it seems like once they see chart predictions, there's a little bit of tweaking that happens there. I've seen several times when artists are predicted to flop in an embarrassing way, all of a sudden their numbers miraculously just go up and things like that. So let's see if it's gonna make to top 20. But as it stands right now, it is not looking good. Okay, now the next thing that we are going to be talking about, still talking about Bongo 2, it seems like the conversation around here saying that, oh my God, the Pepsi, commercial that I did by myself, it took 3 women to do it in the past. It seems like people are beginning also to discuss that, as people think that, well, that's actually shade towards the 3 women that did the commercial before. Now, for those of you who do not know, that commercial was previously done by Beyonce as well as Britney Spears as well as Pink. So people are like, what are you saying when you say that, well, it took 3 women to do the commercial and I'm just doing it by myself? Are you trying to say that, well, you are better than those 3 icons put together? But then again, that just goes to show you the absurdity of it. Like Beyonce by herself even back in the day, commanded way more attention than Bongo 2 by herself. So the fact that, well, she managed to score that Pepsi commercial tells you all you need to know. There's a lot of power obviously backing her up. But anyway, let me know in the comment section what you think about that. Now, the next thing that we are going to be talking about, Doja Cat. It seems like Doja Cat was spotted, yesterday, basically dancing to Nicki Minaj's song, "Come on a Con," and she seemed to be having a good time there. She was having a great time, and of course, people are like, okay, what's happening? Because we do know that, well, each time that she gets like this, there's probably a project coming. But then again, I'm not surprised. I remember previously, it should be 3 or so days ago, I told you that, well, it seems like Madlamini is working on a new album, and that's what a manager basically confirmed. So I get it. I get the random sudden dancing to Nicki Minaj and things like that. But the question is it going to work again this time or not? The next thing that we are going to be talking about, we're going to be talking about Doechii and Katy Perry. Now, something seems to be off, you guys, lately when it comes to Katy Perry numbers. I don't know what's going wrong. I don't know what the issue is, honestly. Is it the Dr. Luke situation that's having, hair being thrown under the bus or things like that? But yeah, her numbers really are not numbering in this era, okay? So it is actually being reported that, her song with Doechii, His Is Mine, has failed to debut on the US and global Spotify. And it seems like, well, the song has earned only 938,000 views in its 1 day of release. So let me know, you guys, in the comment section what you think about that. Personally, I'm just like, the views are not bad, honestly. 938, but it's Katy Perry that we're talking about. but the views are not that bad. Okay. But the Spotify thing, absolutely, that's actually bad. So yeah, what do you think could have gone wrong, you guys? I did see some people making fun of Doechii saying, well, back to the swamp she goes. I'm just like, I'm not part of that. You guys are saying it. I didn't say it. So yeah. And I also saw some people making absurd comments yesterday saying that, well, Doechii is out there bringing back Katy Perry to life. And I'm like, don't you guys think that you're kind of now overestimating with this girl? I get it. She was mentioned by Beyonce. I get it. She's been, getting posted by a lot of blogs, which I do believe a lot of it is, some PR posts and things like that. But to say that she's out there reviving Katy Perry, I feel like that's a bit of a stretch, in my own opinion. Now, the next thing that we are going to be talking about, we're going to talk about Ayra Starr and Nicki Minaj, okay? Ayra Starr, honestly, this pronunciation is one of those where other people come in the comment section saying to me, say Ayra Starr, and some say, well, say Ayra Starr. At this point, I'm just like, I don't know who to believe now. Like, I really don't know. But anyway, it seems like she had a couple of words to say. She said, even Nicki Minaj is a sabi girl. What are you waiting for? Okay. And that had people thinking that, well, maybe that's a collaboration that Ayra is actually out there teasing. And personally, I'm just like, lately, Nicki has been speaking a lot of pidgin. Okay. Maybe that's what Ayra is referring to. I don't know if this could be a collaboration. And if it is indeed a collaboration, whose song is it? Does it mean that Ayra is actually on the deluxe? Or does it mean that she has a song that she probably pitched to Nicki Minaj and Nicki did put a verse on there? But either way, if it does come out to be true, I love Ayra so much. And I do feel like they could make an actual banger because the girl actually makes nice songs. Okay, so yeah, let me know in the comment section. Do you think that this is a collaboration that Ayra Starr is out there teasing? Or do you think that, well, it is regular just conversation and things like that? Now, the next thing that we are going to be talking about, let us talk about Messi Lee. Okay, it seems like Messi Lee is getting a lot of backlash. He had some advice for Beyonce. Yes, you heard me right. Messi Lee, that man, is out there giving Beyonce, advice, basically saying that she's boring. Oh my God, and comparing her brand to Rihanna's brand. And it's a lot of mess that he spoke in that video. But then before we say that, we all know that, well, the one person was out there embarrassing Messi Lee in front of people is Beyonce. You guys remember that old video where Beyonce literally did not acknowledge the man? It seems like, well, he might have been hurt beyond repair, because you do know that not only did he come out here slandering Beyonce, he also technically came out here giving Beyonce an ultimatum and basically seemingly threatening her with some tea. And we never saw that tea coming to light because I do believe that probably it was handled behind the scenes, Beyonce's husband is the man from Fraudulent Nation. Even the Megan Thee Stallion threats, we didn't see them coming. Okay, the VMAs are over. Where are the threats? Okay, where are the receipts and tea that you were talking about? Where is all of that? So yeah, let me just insert what the man had to say, and then I will comment afterwards.
Thought about this this morning before I even knew I was going to talk about this today, and I don't mean this in a bad way. I don't even really know how to explain how I'm going to say what I'm going to say, because I still love her. I'm just not in love with her like I used to be. That's the nicest way I can say it, only because I'm annoyed by how fake she comes off. Her brand, not her. I don't think Beyonce is fake, just like I don't think Kamala Harris is a bad person, but sometimes your team can make you move in a way that does not translate well. And as I become deeper into both the culture, pop culture, celebrity culture, this and that, and have looked at the whole world, I kind of have a better sense on what's real and authentic and true and what's kind of manufactured. Does this make sense so far?
Yeah.
Okay. Beyonce is hands down one of the best singer-performers ever, not just of this generation, of any time, of all times. And I love her. And I traveled all over their shows. You don't know I spent $40,000 buying tickets to go see this girl. I love her. But y'all got her here selling whiskey now, hair care products, a perfume that she did one post about and none of us have talked about. That perfume has come and gone. I don't know if it smells like Raid or if it smells like Killian or what it smells like, because nobody... Do you have the perfume? Have you bought the perfume? Have you bought Fenty?
Yes.
Have you bought Fenty? I'm wearing Fenty.
Me too.
I'm just saying, it's like, you know what I'm saying so far? Like, Beyonce is a singer, performer. She is not a brand. And more recently, because they're treating her brand like a flea market, like you can go there and find everything now. It's like, what am I doing? House of Darion, you want me to buy clothes named after your grandma? Hair care line where you're putting it on wigs. Then it's whiskey. We didn't even know you drank. We know she drank champagne, but whiskey. Anyway, so that's how I'm feeling. I want Beyonce to be the queen mother of music. Like, that is what she does. You just can't sell nothing else. When Kanye left Adidas, they took your line, Ivy Park. They parked it right up out of there in an Ivy League way, straight out. You can't sell anything other than that. You need to drop a floral line because you always send in white flowers to people. Maybe you drop a floral line. I don't know. I just don't see anything for you other than music. And I don't think the world is ready for you to do anything but sing, dance, and go away and be a mom and a wife. She built the whole brand off of posting on Instagram with no captions. Now all of a sudden we watching her wash her hair. When I saw her washing her hair the other day, it made me kind of sad because it's like you built yourself up to be this unicorn and now you want to be human. We're not accepting that, right? Right? He don't want to say it because he's afraid y'all going to send pizzas to his house. Every time I say something crazy, he gets attacked. But this is true. Beyonce is a phenomenal singer, artist, the best ever. She is a horrible, horrible, horrible brand. One, you need to fire your publicist, Yvette Noshore. She's been with you for 59,000 years, and it's time for you to move on. You got rid of Kim Burst. She moved over to J-Lo. Then you got somebody different. You got rid of Frank Gatson. You got a different choreographer. You know, you have turned over everybody in your team but your publicist, and right now your brand is not landing because you have a publicist who I loved, but she's of a particular decade that is still very much like, she could do anything, or you could do anything because you're Beyonce. No, that is not how the world of social media works. You know that better than anybody. And I love you, Beyonce, but nobody's going to tell you. It's sort of like you in the room, and everybody had the meeting but you. I'm just telling you what was said at the meeting.
Well, there you heard what Miss Lee had to say about Beyonce and how boring her brand is and how he doesn't think that she can do anything outside of music, all of these things, okay? But the internet is not having it, okay? The internet is out there dragging the behind out of the men, saying that how dare he gives Beyonce advice, oh my goodness, how could he say that, and things like that. But what I would say is some of his points, if we're going to be honest, are relatable. Some of the points really do make sense. But for me, it probably is the delivery, and I feel like he overdid it at one go. You know, sometimes when you overdo things, people kind of miss the point, you know, and I feel like that's what he kind of did initially. He started off objective and things like that, and at the end it just sounded like somebody who's salty over Beyonce ignoring him, you know, on the red carpet a couple of years ago. Now, the next person that we are going to be talking about, Cousin Sloth, okay? Cousin Sloth seems to be out there releasing music back to back to back to back. And I'm like, wow, your God is really going to get his money back. I know he knows that he made a good decision when it comes to Cousin Sloth, okay? So it seems like she was out there on live previewing a snippet of a new song, which samples Wipe Me Down by Fox. But I guess Boosie was on the song also. And yeah, so I did listen to it. It sounds pretty much like, you know, every other thing that she has done. She has this distinct sound to her. And I wonder, you know, for how long she's going to be keeping the same sound, because it's only a matter of time before people start picking that up and before things start to be monotonous, okay? But I like that she's milking every bit of it while she has the opportunity. You know, she's pumping out the music when she still has the people's attention before people actually catch on to the idea that, well, she is basically a one floor person. So I like the smart moving. This is what you do. This is how you capitalize a moment, okay? What she's doing right now. It really has been a year. That's why I'm not made at Billboard for you know, giving her that award, okay? The next thing that we are going to be talking about, we're going to be talking about DJ Akademiks, okay? It seems like DJ Akademiks got tongue-tied when one of his friends basically called him on live and was letting him know that, you know what, Drake does not even mess with you the way that you think he does, okay? And you could tell that he was hurt. He was in denial, and I'm like, it's okay, because I do believe that maybe talking to Drake made him feel some type of way, made him feel like, he is the man with the upper hand and things like that. And this man was like, you know what, when Drake doesn't need anything from you, he doesn't even talk to you, he doesn't even call you. And he was like, well, Drake talks to me. I was like, oh, Big Mac Damix. Oh my god. I'm just gonna insert what you had to say, you guys, and then I will I will catch you after that.
You demon tickets to the concert. He 21 Savage had to get you them.
He didn't see it. He didn't see it.
Now, Ack, you see everything else you sent to him? Now all of a sudden he didn't see it. Ack, he's treating you like how when a DM.
Stop.
Yo, I ain't trying to link her tonight. Keeping the book.
That don't make him a like that.
Act that does though. Act that does, because when he needs you, he'll send you DMs. He'll play old buddy with you, but he really don't. He's a treating Drake like this because he's a. How you showing him mad love? He don't show you no love. You think Drake shows you love?
Drake showed me a lot of love.
How? What's he do to show you love?
I got exclusive info.
Act, that's not love. What do you do with that exclusive info? You say it to the world, you gas it up 10 times more. He's using you as a free a billboard, free promo. Showing you love is, yo, Act, I'm in the city. Here's 10 tickets to my show. Backstage, pull up. Yo, Act, pull up.
Well, there you heard what what transpired on there. The man is clearly in denial, and the next thing that I did see Amon Wiggins commenting on that as well, saying this is how the celebrities are like. I've been trying to tell you, and that's the truth. Oh my God! And I guess Amon is still not over the breakup with with his ex-friend Bongo One, the Transformer. Amon was hurt with that situation, and I'm just like. What did you think the girl was gonna give you? Oh my God! You can tell that each time there is a conversation surrounding celebrities being disloyal and things like that to bloggers, Amon really gets in his feelings. And I'm like, oh, Ken, Barbie, and the Transformer, you shall not see heaven, obviously in a joking way, because the man is hurt, okay? He was like, oh, celebrities do this all the time. This is what I've been trying to tell you. This is what I've been trying to do. Do you know what the problem is? Is you started thinking that, your job has to be based on being liked by these celebrities. That's where you got it all twisted, okay? Bloggers from back then did not care about any acknowledgement from any celebrity, okay? Because once you are hunting for acknowledgement from celebrities, it's going to cloud your judgment. And after that, you're going to get hurt when they show you that you're really a non-factor at the end of the day, because aren't we all non-factors in these people's lives? Honestly, we are. Okay, so this... Anyway, the next thing that we are going to be talking about, you guys, we are going to be talking about... there's a TikToker that I saw. Shout out to Miranda. She sent me this. And this person is basically talking about why Nicki Minaj is so many black women's, enemy. And I listened to that and I was like, this couldn't be any more true. Oh my goodness. I was like, this is so relatable. This makes a lot of sense. And she basically said it's about conformity. And if you do not conform in any environment, be it a church, be it in the corporate, be it in the music industry, entertainment industry in general, wherever, at home, in families, if you are somebody who questions decisions, number one, who does not just conform, who does not sit in a corner and keep quiet, trust me, you're going to have issues with people. And some other people that feel like, well, why are you doing what we don't do, will start feeling some type of way. Do you get what I'm saying? If you're a woman, for example, let's say in a university, in a college setting, and you wear whatever the F you want to wear, you put the amount of makeup that you want to put on, do you know who will be used as tools to your distraction? It's other women that don't have the boldness and the audacity to dress the way that you do. Those are the ones that will be used to attack you. Okay, because basically every other person's like, why are you not like every other girl? Why do you stand out? Why are you different? Why don't you dress in the way that everybody else does? And to those people who don't have the boldness, those are the first ones that will start calling you out. And that's exactly what is happening with Nicki Minaj. It's women who cannot speak up against men that are used to, come at Nicki Minaj, bash Nicki Minaj. And it's women that also don't know how to speak up for themselves that get triggered by this, okay? It's like, how dare you speak, okay? Because I don't speak, but sometimes things just don't work out for me. Because to them, not speaking means that, well, maybe I will get to that point. Maybe I will get liked. So they will be like, well, you're still successful, yes, yet you still say whatever the F you want to say. How come? Why not me? But anyway, let me just insert what this girl had to say. And I do not think that I will be coming back after that. So thank you very much, you guys, for watching. And thank you very much for making it this far. If you have not already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button and do turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified each and every time that I post. And until my next one, see you.
Reason number one why y'all could never get me to get on these apps and bash Nicki Minaj is because I completely relate to that energy of people trying to isolate me and villainize me because I simply won't conform. Because let's be clear, that is why Nicki has been blackballed from the industry. You can get on here acting like you know what you're talking about, rather her VMAs or her disrespecting, but it all comes down to this woman wouldn't conform like a lot of the girls do, and that's no shade. But ask yourself why a lot of the female rappers have the same aesthetic, have the same gimmick, have the same sound. They've conformed. And because Nicki didn't, she has been isolated. And I can completely relate to that energy in my workplace, in my family. Y'all know when you start waking up and you start setting boundaries, what happens? Everybody turns against you. Everybody gangs up on you and tries to make you the villain in order for you to shut form. And how y'all cannot see that, especially as black women, I'm not gonna lie, it be baffling me to see so many black women get on these apps and bash that woman with their chest. Meanwhile, the Sabrina Carpenters and the Barbie Dream Worlds or I Love Nicki baffles me. I want a lot of the black girls on her bashing Nicki and accusing her of being, know that y'all are really perpetuating a lot of the harmful things we go through in the workplace, in our families as women. The second we start acting out or we finally have had enough and we are not letting people walk all over us, now I gotta be on drugs? Do y'all know how gaslighting that is? And if somebody is addicted to substances, I thought we knew that addiction stems from trauma. Where is the empathy? All the things, reasons y'all claim y'all don't like Nicki, instead of feeling empathy for this person, you feel anger. And that is crazy to me when y'all don't do the same things to the other girls. I will never, ever, ever get on here and bash a woman who is going up against the system. I will never get on here and bash a woman who is holding her own in male-dominated industries. I will never accuse a woman who is speaking her mind and her truth of being on. I will never tell a woman that she doesn't deserve love and empathy and compassion because she is flawed. And again, don't get in my comments with the semantics. This doesn't mean I don't support Megan. I don't support all women, not just